All right, that's what's up. I'm down for that.
What is good, YouTube? What is good, Facebook? Welcome back to Ovatyme Sports Talk. Myself and Jay Black are here for the 5th episode of this series, I guess. Good. What's good, Black?
You know how we do, sir. I don't have any fancy taglines today because I'm in a rush.
I got him on my end.
So let's see. I'll give you one. I'll give you a nice little fancy tagline on Facebook. Bada boom, real guys in the room. It's payday, which means I'm broke.
Wow, now you feel me.
I hope we do collab one day, man. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to see my peoples from Mobsters doing our thing, bro. I really, really do.
That's the boy right there.
Yeah, man. So it's really good. Tonight is actually a pretty quiet night on the NBA front, but a huge night in the NHL front. We got a bunch of stuff we got to talk about, though, but we only got 30 minutes to do it, so let's not waste everybody's time, and let's get it cracking.
Let's get into the NBA right now. Fucking tablets. We only got 2 games on deck tonight. We got the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder trying to spank another Los Angeles team.
I know, right? It seems like a hell of a situation going down on the West Coast, or the Southwest, as I say, because the Southwest is jumping tonight. We got Lakers.
Yeah, I got something to say about the Lakers. I got something to say about the Lakers too.
Yeah, well, the Lakers got their own problems, especially without Lonzo Ball. They are so vulnerable. They're more vulnerable than an 18-year-old on roofies at her first college party.
Well, hey, let me just get this out of the way real quick, because it's been on my mind all day. I just want to get it off right now, all right?
Yes, sir.
Magic Johnson, you're trying to court Paul George to your team. You do not let your team give up against the team that motherfucker plays for now.
That's true.
It was 78-41 in the second quarter.
Hey, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to sit here in front with you. Real talk. Let's talk about this for a second. And I like how I say let's talk about shit. When I say let's talk about this for a second, you know that Hollywood J Black means business. So let's talk about this for a second here, America. The LA Lakers flat out gave up yesterday in a game that was supposed to showcase the Lonzo Ball-less Los Angeles Lakers. Paul George came into town. Carmelo Anthony came into town. Russell Westbrook came into town. Russell Westbrook signed that contract, but you never know how things go in the NBA. This was a thing that was supposed to showcase what may happen, and it didn't. In fact, it was the exact opposite of it. The fact of the matter is there's no redeeming qualities about the Lakers without Lonzo Ball. They have no distribution point guards. They have people that just want to score. And I think that's what the one thing that they really, really miss about Lonzo is the fact that he didn't care about scoring. He was mainly on that rookie Chris Paul tip, just wanted to distribute. He'll get his eventually. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I can't call it. That's something that the team is going to have to handle, but it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they want Paul George to come to LA next year. Put up a better fight than the fucking Lakers did yesterday. Paul George might come to LA, but be wearing red and white, not fucking yellow and purple.
True. And I mean, who knows where Paul George is going to end up at this point? I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Paul George could stay in Oklahoma City.
That's exactly what I was going to allude to. I mean, you can't just be hopping from team to team thinking things are just going to gel immediately. That's not how it works here in the NBA. I mean, keep in mind the Warriors built their long-term dynasty from the ground up. So did LeBron. I mean, it took him 2 years for that whole entire team to gel, and that team broke up, and now he's with another team, and they're taking a little bit of time to gel. Not saying team like complete team, but different players on the team, if you know what I mean. Facebook audience. But that's where we're at right now. I mean, you gotta I mean, I think he needs to at least stay for another year. He should pull the Kevin Durant contract, do a 1 with an option for 2. Other than that, I don't see anywhere else that he could or want to go right now. I mean, that's going to give him the money and possibly give him a championship. I think Paul George is done with the individual accolades. I think he really wants a championship.
Well, PG-13, he's always been a guy who was good, but just not good enough. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
He needs some help. Like, I know that's why he went to Oklahoma City. He needs like-minded players with killer instinct to do what they need to do. We know Russell Westbrook has the killer instinct, but the question is, does Carmelo? That's the big question.
Goddamn lazy.
So just kind of want to give a recap right now for the Golden State Warriors Houston Rockets game for anybody that's watching that game. The Warriors are up 79-74 in the third quarter. It's live on TNT right now, so if you need something to do after you watch the show, go ahead and tune into the game. You can catch it probably in the fourth quarter, watch some good playoff-style basketball. It looks like it's going down. Just to go over some scores and ish that is on the on deck right here. Well, not scores, but some the points got. We have Draymond. He's played 26 minutes so far. He's got 11 points. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson have both got 18 apiece. Zaza Pachulia, it was a starting center. He's got 6 points. Green has 11 points and 11 rebounds, which is really, really good, America. He's doing his thing.
Has he kicked 2 balls tonight?
I don't know if he's kicked 2 balls, but the only ball he seems to be kicking is his own. I mean, he's kicking his own balls, and the gear is doing his thing. So that's really it. On the Houston side, keep in mind there is no James Harden tonight. So we have Chris Paul leading the way with 18 points. Eric Gordon with 19 points. Clint Capella dropping 13 and has 7 rebounds on deck. Ryan Anderson citing we have 5 points, 5 rebounds. Trevor Ariza with 3 points, just disappointing the entire fantasy land fan base. Other than that, we got Gerald Green dropping 16. I told people not to sleep on Gerald Green, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, it's like the other game tonight. We'll have to update you tomorrow on the final score because it starts later than we're on. So
yeah, it starts a little later, but that's okay. That's okay, America. We got you tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern time, 6:30 Pacific time. Don't you worry about that. And other NBA news in itself, I don't know if you noticed real quick. I want to talk about it. They have announced the finalists for the All-Star game for the NBA, sir. I don't know if you've noticed or heard about that.
No, I didn't pay attention to that today.
All right. So they haven't finalized the voting, but in the first returns for the voting, which was all done on Twitter with this whole big contract thing with Twitter, here's the thing. So the Eastern Conference, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James at the top of the Eastern Conference. Are Joel Embiid, Kristaps Porzingis, which nobody should be surprised about. Kyrie Irving, nobody should be surprised about. We also have DeMar DeRozan and Victor Oladipo. That's a surprise new name that's on there. People have been watching Oladipo. I've been telling people about VD, baby. And I'm not talking about venereal disease. And then on the West Coast, we have
about to say.
So we got Kevin Durant, the reigning Finals MVP. He's at the top of the vote, along with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. The ball kicker, as you should say, Draymond Green, my man. We also have Steph Curry, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Now, if you look on the list, I'd have to pull it off of oh, no, I have it right here. Excuse me. So here's some surprise people at the bottom of this list. So we have Kevin Love. That's on the front court list. Al Horford, Jason Tatum, the Rook, Andre Drummond, Enes Kanter, and Dwight Howard, which I feel is being slighted as being the last person in the front court because he's having a hell of a season this year, bruh. And then in guards,
so to
you're cutting out, sir. Or you froze on YouTube. No, there you go. You're back.
Go ahead.
All right, so now we have on the guard side, we have Ben Simmons, John Wall, Dwayne Wade, who I'm Dwayne fucking Wade, huh? That's how we get down. Isaiah Thomas, who hasn't even played, barely played one game this year. Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal, and the second-year man Jaylen Brown. Now in the West Coast, after Draymond Green, we have Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, who's played all of like 2 games this year. Carmelo Anthony, the big cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Kyle Kuzma. What the Rook is on there, and LMA LaMarcus Aldridge, and then we have Manu Ginobili as an all-star vote. Manu Ginobili as an all-star vote. Ahead of Chris Paul, Dame Lillard, Lonzo Ball, Devin Booker, and Jimmy Butler. Thoughts?
So the last thing I want to say about the NBA is Draymond Green more balls than Lionel Messi.
Oh boy. Well, that tells you everything you need to know about the NBA, folks. That's all we really got to say about that. So
now we're going to it's not
all right, we got some
part of everything, and that's the NHL.
Yes, NHL had a huge slate. YUG, Donald Trump style, huge slate on deck, sir. Things didn't start so well, though, as the Panthers and Bruins game was canceled on account of weather, ladies and gentlemen. Canceled. A game that is played primarily in cold weather was canceled. And that was mainly because of the aftermath of the snow. The sun came out, the streets flooded, and nobody can make it to the stadium. So, with that said.
But you know what? The New England Patriots are still in practice.
Yes, the New England Patriots are still practicing, and I guarantee you're probably going to hear about somebody being suspended tomorrow morning. So in games that are actually finished, we have the Flyers beating the Islanders 6-4. We have the Carolina Hurricanes beating the Penguins 4-0. We then and we're now at the end of OT number 1, and the Sharks and Maple Leafs are tied, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the third period, and the Lightning Canadiens, they're tied up 1-1. The Minnesota Wild are just molly-whopping the Buffalo Sabres 6-0. I guess they're only celebrating football up there. Ain't nobody giving a damn about hockey in Buffalo. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Anyways, so we have the Golden Knights and the St. Louis Blues tied up 1-1 at the end of the second period. We have the Jersey Devils and the Stars tied up 1-1 in the middle of the second period. We have the Ducks and Oilers tied up 0-0 at the end of the first. The LA Kings and the Flames up 2-0. The Predators and the Coyotes just finish up the first, no score, and the Blue Jackets and the Avalanche just finish up the first with no score. NHL, I mean, it's we had Hala had a one-timer. Kucherov is getting down. Joe Thornton lost a section of his beard. I mean, that's things that are
that is the most hockey thing. That is the most hockey thing I have heard today. A man lost a section of his beard.
A man lost a beard today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. A man lost a piece of his beard. So the Penguins and the Rangers, the game on this weekend has been changed to avoid overlap with the Steelers playoff game. So if you're watching the Penguins this weekend, guess what? You get a chance to watch the Penguins and the Steelers play. Good job, Pittsburgh. That's a good way to making up for losing your boy James Harrison. Oh. Yeah, sorry. My bad. That one still hurts a little bit. Just a little bit.
He said hashtag RIP beard.
Hashtag RIP beard. Like I said, the most hockey thing in 2018 has already happened.
I want to see that tag trend besides my gamer challenge tag.
And so, what do you think about the slate so far? What do you think about the scores? You got any predictions on how things are going to go?
I gotta say, man, hockey is actually making a positive comeback in America. And we talked about the last two episodes, man. Them Vegas Golden Knights, they got the fever right now. Right now, they're taking on one of the original 8 in the St. Louis Blues. I know it's a 1-1 game, but I'm not going to be surprised if this, like I said, the Tampa Bay Lightning, Vegas Golden Knights clash in the Stanley Cup Finals, man. I'm not going to be surprised. I would love it, though. If my New Jersey Devils came out of the East to play the Golden Knights.
Oh, I bet you would. I bet you would love that. That would be, you probably go to all the games. Blow your whole check on the whole playoff series. Don't lie. It's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? If I was you, I'd do it too. Don't even front.
Right?
If the San Jose Sharks, if I saw the Sharks in the Sharks and the Vegas Knights in the conference finals, I'd be doing it too. I ain't gonna sit here and sweat you, bro.
Shit, I'd even if that were the case, I would get the tattoo of the Devils and the Golden Knights, the 2017 Stanley Cup right on my back.
Oh, bro, you got to get the whole tattoo. Go see Painless Wayne in Las Vegas for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man.
You already know I would, brother.
So now we got to get into some NFL news. While you're doing that, sir, go ahead and let's break down some NFL news. You can take the lead on this one.
All righty. So you guys, anybody who watches us knows that we love the NFL. It's our favorite. That's not discounting MLB or fucking NHL, UFC. Besides the NFL, our favorite thing to go. But right now, I just want to bring up some of the hot topics in the NFL. Besides Bill Belichick making the New England Patriots practice in a blizzard, I know Brandon Cooks ain't getting suspended because I seen his ass jogging in the shit.
Yes. In the most, and as we talked about, the most hockey thing in history, the most NFL thing, especially during playoff time and as a blizzard, you're still going to show up for Bill Belichick's practices. You damn right you will.
So kicking off, I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like the Steelers whiny cry, but I do shout out to Ryan Shazier, who's doubted having feeling for the first since his devastating spinal injury. That he did well. Make sure you take care of the sport again.
That's true. Hey, real quick, and shout out to Ryan Shazier. Hey, real quick, I got to show you this, bro. For anybody that's watching on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to show the YouTube audience first. If you can see that, that is what practice looks like in New England. Here, Facebook, I just want you to see this. This is what practice looks like in New England. There you go. You see it? This is what practice looks like in New England, ladies and gentlemen. It's the most Bill Belichick thing in the history of Bill Belichicking. Bruh, it's real. It's real.
The Belichickian?
The Belichickian. You damn right. Hey, but that's pretty awesome. What else we have? So now we talked about that. Like I said, shout out to Ryan Shazier on that one. Sean McCoy he may not play in this game this weekend. Apparently, he's tried to do stretching to try and get his ankle up, and he walked off the practice field. So there might not be any LaShawn McCoy because he needs to be able to cut the play. If he can't cut, he can't play. Also, DeMarco Murray is looking like he's going to be out with a bum knee versus the Chiefs.
There will not. Yeah. DeMarco Murray's out. That means Travis Henry's going to have to carry that Titans team if they even want to have a shitty Chiefs.
So that means if you're playing fantasy, if you're playing any kind of fantasy league, any kind of FanDuel, any kind of daily fantasy sports, that means Derrick Henry is your workhorse. I just want to throw that out there right now. Is your workhorse.
And so now we're going to talk with that. We're going to talk about the last playoff game that we haven't spoken about, and that is the rubber match between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Two division rivals going at it in the playoffs. What do you think,
bro? This is going to be awesome, and I'll tell you why this is going to be awesome. Let me switch it. I got to switch it up on my thing. I'm not I'm not as fast as you, and I apologize because I got a lot of stuff going wrong around me, and I have to pay attention to it. So I apologize in advance if my topics on my YouTube side aren't fully functioning the way that they're supposed to.
You see, what I do as soon as I flip that switch to make them show, I put the next ones in.
Yeah, I know. I suck. I'm sorry. So I copied and pasted. I copied and pasted the same thing. I just copied and pasted. That's nice. All right. Well. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We are not immune to them, especially when you have budget concerns, as we do. So,
at least your fire alarm is not going off tonight.
Don't knock on some damn wood. You better find some damn wood and knock on that shit. Anyways, so now this is where we're at. We have New Orleans and Carolina. The NFC South has rose again, and everybody, and it's a weird thing for me to say down here, here in Orlando, Florida, having to say that the South rises again, but that's another story for another day altogether. We don't want to talk about that.
The bad part is the AFC South has risen again.
Well, I appreciate you looking out. I always want to make sure, Jay, that our system's always working. So I appreciate you looking out. So actually, if you look at this for a second, we got 2 games in the South, but we also have 3 or 4 teams from the Southeast that are in the playoffs. You have
we actually have 5 teams from the South in the playoffs. You got the Falcons, Saints, Carolina, Tennessee, and Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, sure. I forget that Tennessee's in the South. I don't know how I keep forgetting that, but you know.
How the hell do you forget that country ass shit is not in the South?
Do you know what I did in Tennessee? I flew over it. That's exactly what I did when I moved. When I came out, when I left Las Vegas, I flew over it and then went south. All right. So, anyways, so the South has apparently risen in these playoffs. New Orleans and Carolina is going to be. It sucks because it's not going to be played in the dome, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be played out in probably 40-degree weather here in Carolina because Carolina are the division champs. So.
I thought the Saints won the champs.
No, it's New Orleans versus Carolina, right?
No, it's Carolina at New Orleans.
Nah, hold on.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. No, it is Carolina, New Orleans. Oh, yeah, I am sorry. I apologize. All right, I owe you some edibles when I get to Vegas. Anyways.
Oh, shit.
He's like, yeah. He turned the Birdman on that one. He's like.
Well, no, because I still have, never mind. People from work see the shit. Anyway.
Anyways, so the point of what I'm trying to say is that, okay, so it's going to be played in the nice comfort of the New Orleans Mercedes-Benz, whatever they call it now, Superdome. So it actually might be a decent game. New Orleans has running backs up the yin-yang, but Carolina has...
Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram are going to stomp the Carolina Panthers.
I don't think so, bro. I really don't think there's going to be a stomping. If I think it's going to be a ground and pound game because that's all really what Carolina has left outside of Teddy Ginn Jr. So I think Carolina. I think what Cam Newton's going to run for probably 100 yards. He's going to be their 100-yard rusher. Cam Newton's going to drop like 230, 240 yards passing. Still,
well, the thing is now, bro. Okay, now you're really just discounting the change that New Orleans has had on defense. They actually play defense now.
Yeah, but all right. So let's look at the history. So I got to look at both games this year. How do I do that? Oh, this is how I do it. I go back.
Yes, you click the back button on your
Carolina
tablet or whatever the fuck you're using.
Carolina.
Carolina.
Carolina versus Saints.
Motherfucker.
So let's look at this is a rubber match. We talked about this, right? We said that this was going to be a rubber match. We said that this was going to be the game that kind of just decided who was going to win this series. Both teams performed exceptionally well in both of those games. So I don't know. You really think that they're going to win? You really think the New Orleans is going to win?
In my opinion, New Orleans could be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I mean,
I think they are the most well-rounded team in the NFC.
I don't know. Minnesota's still lurking. They're still creeping in the night. And the Rams are still. We gotta see how these Rams are gonna do in these playoffs, bro. Like that. The Rams. I think the Rams go as Todd Gurley goes, and Todd Gurley is looking phantasmic, bro.
Well, I think the Rams are gonna beat Atlanta. Well, we can't. We're doing our predictions tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So the Rams have a good shot of doing what they need to do. I mean, we're going to go over the analysis, go over the stats, and we'll tell you guys exactly what we think tomorrow morning. But to me, I think Carolina gels better as a team, which is going to make this one hell of a game. That's really all I can say about that.
All right, so we're going to cut it at that, and we're going to go into our final segment, which is always the anything else segment.
Oh, well.
And now,
no, go ahead, sir.
I was going to say first things first. When it comes to the anything else segment, like I said yesterday, on Friday it's going to be a bit different. We're going to have the morning sports show, but at night we're going back to the alcohol, the booze, and the off the rails.
Yes, if you haven't caught an off the rails show on our channel, you need to catch it. And it is going to be the second time that this debuts on Facebook. Off the rails is going to be very, very off the rails this time. We got a lot to talk about. We got actually some real serious topics that are going to need some alcohols, a little bit of libation, sippy, you know what I mean?
Well, that's because of that topic that you're regarding to hits us both in a certain space.
Yes, it does. So, Jay, tomorrow night is going to be, we decided 11. We're still going to do it at 11, right?
Yep, 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 Eastern.
And wherever you're at in between. So definitely catch us. If you look at the channel, look at our previous Off the Rails. That way you know exactly what you're getting into. So if you catch Sinful Black Entertainment, definitely make time for it. And if it just happens, you can even come on and drink with us on Facebook if you want to. You can actually, if you got some drink at the home, come drink with us. We'll chop it up, listen, and we'll even listen to your opinion on stuff. So.
We will add you to the conversation.
Yeah, so like I said, we don't shy away from anyone. You want to talk about what we want to talk about? We love it. That's word up. That's the one thing about Off the Rails that I love is that anything goes, zero filter. Talk about it, be about it. Let's do it. With that said, since we are advertising it, if you want to know how to watch Off the Rails, you want to see it up on YouTube, if you want to see it up on Facebook, first, we're going to talk about YouTube real quick. What I need you guys to go ahead and do on YouTube is what I need you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You take it to the left, point it down, hit the subscribe button, and when you do, you'll see the best that Sinful Black Entertainment has to offer. 2018 has been lit so far. We promised that we was going to give you a daily sports show. We've delivered on the fact that we're giving you a daily sports show. Off the Rails is still going to be off the rails, and the gameplays are always going to be there, regardless. That's what it is. You want to see us play some games. And speaking of the gameplays, actually when I talk about Facebook, so let me switch it over to Facebook real quick. There we go, Facebook. What I need you to go ahead and do is look up on that search bar, look up in the profile, and I tagged it on the video. It's SYNFULBLAQ Entertainment. Go ahead and like the page. And follow us, and you'll actually be able to see every time that Sinful Black Entertainment posts. That way you can follow us and make sure that you get the best content on Facebook and YouTube. So thank you for subscribing, Jay. We really appreciate it. Thank you, brother. And Mr. Sim, I know you got two things to talk about. First, I know you want to talk about not only how they can follow us on YouTube and make sure that they watch all of our videos, but we have a little challenge in store for everybody, sir. If you want to go ahead and pop on that.
Righty then. So if you're on YouTube right now, checking us out, you see the little demons down the corner. If you hover over them, I said it this morning. I'm gonna say it again right now. That button is red. That means you burning their asses. Their asses don't need to be that hot. Go ahead and click that thing, make it gray. Let them get some rest time. You know what I'm saying? Also, hit that bell icon so you know when we're live. If you follow us on Twitter, you follow me definitely on Twitter. You see my shit coming out regularly on Twitter. But the second thing I want you guys to be aware of, I have started today, about 2 hours ago maybe?
Yes, sir.
I have started today. We are starting the Sinful Black Backlog Gaming Challenge. What that is, I want people to take 4 games that have been sitting in their backlog, even if it's whether it's on disk collecting dust or sitting in your library on your system that you bought, and you're like, oh, I'm going to beat this, you know? And then all this shiny new shit came out, and you're like, oh, Destiny 2? I'm just going to play this forever. Fuck these games.
Why you got to talk
the
about
challenge me? Is, because you're here. The challenge is I want you to complete all 4 backlog games before December 31st at midnight. Now, this year, there won't be no prizes. We'll give you accolades on the channel. We'll shout you out. If you have anything you need to shout out, we'll shout you out. But next year, if this goes well, I will buy whoever completes the most backlogs and shows us that you've completed them, I will buy them any game of their choice in 2020.
That is what's up. That's Big Sin throwing down the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's up. That's Sinful Black putting their money where their mouth is, and that's how we do things around here. We don't BS. We don't play around.
And if you want to actually join the challenge page, it's Sinful Black, SYNFULBLAQ, challenge, gamer challenge. The page is fresh up, and I have it posted in there. It's pinned. Y'all can just holler at us on there.
He rises to the challenge. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what's up. We got you. I've already posted my 4 games. I'm gonna go through both Middle Earth games. I'm going through Horizon Zero Dawn, and I said something else too. I can't remember what it was. I think you'll hold me to that though. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. That's my challenge that I'm doing.
Yes, because what I want you to do after this video is go on the challenge page, switch to your account as posting as you, and put the games on there. We already have people on there talking about it.
All right, we're gonna go do it. That's what's up.
I'm gonna play through Thief, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Transformers Devastation, and Sticks in the Shadows.
Oh boy, Thief. That's a rough game on the console to go through. It was a fun game on PC, but it was rough on the system. And you gonna go through it?
And that is why it's gonna be the first game I go through. In fact, for people who watch YouTube, you know what I'm going to do just for you guys? I am going to live stream all 4 backlog games, start to finish.
Oh, Lord. He just threw it down. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I'm down for that, too. You're going to see me do that, too, when I play it. Friday the 13th NES version.
Hell yeah, did you? Hell yeah.
You out Friday the 13th. That's what's up. Oh my Lord. That I remember hearing about that game on the Video Game Nerd with the frustrated, angry video game.
That shit was horrible. That shit was pissed me off, dog.
Oh, but it's gonna be fun.
Little purple ass Jason running around and shit.
That's gonna be lit. I want to see that.
Anyway,
I need to see this.
Anyway, we have actually gone into overtime on this overtime video. It's been lit. It's been fun. Jay White, thanks for hanging out for the whole show.
The angry video game nerd is funny as hell. He is. I love him.
Actually, Jay White right here has a picture with him and the AVGN together.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got to post it up in the comments. I need to see that up.
It's right there. That little picture you see right there. That's him and AVGN right there.
Oh, it is. Oh shit, that is him. Oh my goodness. All right,
but much love, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be back bright and early tomorrow morning. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn on this PlayStation 4 right now. I got it right here, and I'm gonna do my first gameplay of one of these 4 fucking games right now.
He's down. He's firing shots. We ain't got a soundboard, so we got to do the
I'm gonna do the Big Shaq shit. Pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying?
That's my brother right there.
Anyway,
that's what's up.
We out this bitch. We will holler at you soon. Deuces.